Hey Gav Gang, and welcome back to my channel. This is a Diablo 3 video, just going through the update on my channel season journey and where I'm up to. I've just been doing some of the things stuff on my barb. So what have we got? Well, as I explained in my previous video for Diablo 3, we've got a level 1 wizard that creates gear, so intelligence is a primary factor. And just earlier today I used it to create some rare chests and used one of them to upgrade into the Talrasha chest, which I need for my Templar that follows my barb around. So that's that one. I started the season on a monk and I turned in 3 of the 4 seasonal rewards on the monk to get the gear. Let me just move to town 2, there we go. And I realised that the seasonal gift for monk was raiments, the set raiments, and that's really bad. So I tried to farm either a full set of Inner's mantra or a full set of monkey garb for wave of light, and I completely failed on both. So all the gears kind of just sat here, including the follower gear, and I haven't played this character since I rolled my Barbarian. Got a bit tongue tied there, I apologise. So as you can see, I haven't played with it because there's mass amounts of Paragon points unspent, and I don't have any intention. I'm not going to go through the gear or anything on this character because it's a mishmash of everything, and all the gear is terrible. There isn't a single ancient on here. It's bad. Let's move on to the main character, shall we? So this season I've gone back to my favourite. I usually end up playing a Barbarian, even if it's just to get the set dungeon down. I find that the set dungeon for Immortal Kings on Barbarian is by far the easiest one to do. So I always roll a Barbarian, even if it's just to get that set bonus. So this gear's all been transmode and dyed, but this is a rift setup to do Nephilim rifts. So we've got the full set of Helm of the Wastes. There it is. If you want to see the actual rolls and stuff, you can just slow the video down. We've got one ancient pair stuff. Legendaries, we've equipped Mantle of Channeling. We've got created a Hellfire Amulet, which just gave us Nerves of Steel passive, which is awesome. That's got the boon of the Hoarder. We've got our Mortix Brace. We've got our ancient Rachel's King of Larceny with a Teguk. Ancient Ambo's Pride, which is the only one I've had this season, by the way. Only Ambo's Pride I've seen this season. We've got an Echoing Fury, and over here we've got our Band of Might with a Gizzard in it. So that's the gear. None of it's been orged. You can see the gems in the gears. I hovered over them briefly. In the cube we've got Messerschmitts, Gold Wrap, and a placeholder, Broken Promises. I'll go through why this is a placeholder a little bit later in the video. Over to our armory, we're going to switch gears now. So this is the bounty setup, and in the cube we now have we still have Messerschmitts. Mantle of Channeling becomes cubed, and a Band of Might becomes cubed. And then in place of that we go for the full set of Wrath of the Wastes here. Oh, that's right, on the Broken Promises is a placeholder for Ring of Royal Grandeur. I haven't had one yet, so that's why. Other than that, this setup is exactly the same as the Rifts setup. Other than that, we've got the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac here, and the Band of Might is cubed. Other than that, it's exactly the same gear, exactly the same gems. Skills are even the same. Furious Charge as Merciless Assault, Warcry Charge, Sprint Marathon, Whirlwind Wind Shear, Wrath of Berserker Insanity, Rend Bloodbath, Nerves of Steel, Unforgiving, Bone of Bulkathus, and Rampage. On the other build, the Rift build, we've got Nerves of Steel on the Hellfire Amulet, so this becomes Pound of Flesh. And then for our GR solo build, we've got our full Immortal Kings set, other than the weapon. A few of the Ancients, Traveller's Pledge, Mortix Brace, Convention of Elements housing a Bane of the Stricken. The Traveller's Pledge has got Bane of the Trapped. We've got a Compass Rose down here with Pain Enhancer. We've got an Ancient Immortal King's Belt, Echoing Fury, and Remorselessness. I haven't been able to roll. I've used 25 plus of these, and that's the best I've come up. I've not even seen the appropriate Whirlwind one, which is what I should have on this build, which is why we don't have Whirlwind on our bars, and instead we have Warcry. As for the cube, we have our Gravel of Judgment, Braces the First Man, and Band of Might. So because we don't have the Whirlwind Sanctified Weapon, I've had to change the skills a little bit from Max Roll GG. We've got Merciless Assault, Furious Charge, Wrath of Berserker Insanity, Blood Rage Bloodshed, Hammer of the Ancients Smash, Core of the Ancients Together as One, Rampage, Berserker Rage, Nerves of Steel, and Ruthless, and then Warcry Invigorate rather than Whirlwind. This provides us a huge amounts of defensive bonuses, and actually it's kind of cool. And I've got Nerves of Steel in here rather than Brawler because I don't like dying. It's simple as that. On our follower, there's the Tower Rushers that we done on our crafter earlier this morning. We've got our Liliorix Crown, Primal Homing Pads, Gloves of Worship, Unity for the stats, Thunder Fury, Ice Climbers, Wall of Man, Oculus Ring, Nemes, Flavour of Time, and a Cannot Die Focus. And then we've got Heal, Loyalty, Onslaught, and Guardian. So that's this character. Now, season journey wise, we have done the first 4 chapters. As you can see, we've gone above and beyond and done Slayer to get the portrait, Champion, upgraded portrait, Destroyer, upgraded portrait, and we are currently on Conqueror. I've got to do 2 conquests, augment a gem, and that'll get Conqueror done. And then for Guardian, we are looking at level 70 gems, 3 conquests, and 40 cube powers. For my second conquest, I've done 1 conquest. Let's just go and have a look at them. So we've done the Thrill, which is no set bonuses, greater of level 45. I've basically Paragon powered through that with some legendary items I'd found. The next one I'm going to do is Avarice by hoarding, well, not opening tier 16 bounty chests. I'll show you in a moment. Other than that, for me personally, the conquests are really bad. I hate it when they mix Sprinter, Boss Mode, and Master of the Universe. All 3 of those, I can't do them solo. I can't do Master of the Universe. I get so bored of the game grinding out the materials to get the 8 sets and then trying to find set dungeons that I can complete. I did it once, I hated it. I managed to get up to 5 and quit Diablo 3 for about a year. Bus Mode and Sprint Racer require a team of people to do easily, and I'm not looking forward to it. But Avarice I can do, and Thrill I've done. So with Avarice, I am amassing my tier 16 bounty chests here, and I'm going to fill up this tab, so I'll be running some bounties today. Once I get enough to fill up my inventory, you turn off the pet, you turn off your follower, you stick all your bounties from your stash into your inventory and stand in one place, open them all up, and then move. And because you haven't got a pet collecting all the gold, you get one big hit of gold, and that completes that conquest. That will then give me the materials to sacrifice all of these items here, which I've got, which hopefully will then give me a Ring of Royal Grandeur, so I can actually use my Rifts set to farm Nephilim Rifts rather than my Immortal King set, which is frankly kind of slow. Otherwise, this is just all unidentified legendaries that I haven't got around to sorting out yet. All the Barb Gear is sat here, and then this is just stuff. I've got some Primal Screams, which I'll use for augmentations. I've only got 1 Angelic Crucible left because I keep trying to roll this Remorseless thing to get the right stats. and it's not worked. I've got some primal puzzle rings here to run at some point. Again, give me mats, and that's my gem of ease that I'll just level up for some reason that I can't fathom at the moment. These are just sat here waiting to reforge. So that's where I'm at on my seasonal journey with Diablo 3. Once I've completed it all, I'll do a wrap-up video of Diablo 3. In the coming days, I'm aiming to put out some Path of Exile videos, or 1 or 2, just seeing how far I get with designing some new builds, or popular builds that I haven't played in Heist for Path of Exile. So that's the plans for the next week or so. Have a great weekend. I say weekend because local time for me it is 06:48 Saturday morning. So hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe in Rogue Harbour. Catch you later.